All right, what's up, everyone? It's Ivan, and today I want to do another offer up finds for you. So we chose some different places here. We're looking at Miami, Florida, and today I want to do a little something different. Last time we saw a great deal. I think it was 160 bucks or something like that, or I can't recall exactly the dollar amount, but it was a great deal. We ran the numbers and the calculations on it, and we came up with a game plan. Today, I want to take you through a horrible deal, and I want to give you the reasons why. Last time I showed you a good deal. This time I want to show you a bad one so that you can be considering all kinds of different things. You can be filtering out good deals from bad deals. And just so that you're aware, I've only been in the vending industry for 6-7 months now. Let's go ahead and get into it. And we already found the good deal, the bad deal. Well, we already found the bad deal and the better way to go about it. Neither one of these is a good deal in my opinion, and it's not the way I would go about things today given my experiences. Maybe I would go with the second deal I'm going to show you if I had a location that wanted that type of machine, but right now I don't, so I wouldn't in that case because it would probably just be sitting. But let's go ahead and look at this. So this is a candy and gumball rack for $400 posted almost 2 years ago. So there's definitely some negotiation room here. But as you can see, they're vending peanut M&Ms, just standard gumballs. Everything's 25 cents, Skittles, and hot tamales. So yeah, and that's what we got going on here for 400 bucks. All right, so for someone new that they might look at this and be like, man, this looks pretty nice. Everything's separate. And they might go ahead and buy it without considering that they could do this in a better, cheaper way. And so the way that they could do that instead is also here in Florida. If you see, this guy has a bunch of machines, all for 100 bucks. They're triple shop machines. You would be able to vend one less item than you would over here. But is that really an issue? Are you really gonna make a bunch more sales from buying this machine? I don't think so. And you're getting it for a quarter of the price. And also you could probably negotiate with this person. And as you can see, used and new machines, all in great condition. They do look like they're in better condition than this one over here. Let's go ahead and get into why exactly this is a better deal. Not only is it cheaper, but it's also smaller. It takes up less room and it's easier to move around. Something like this, you're probably gonna need two people because I don't know if this has wheels. I don't think it does have wheels, doesn't look like it. So you would have to have two people to move this. It'd be more of a hassle, take up more space. This right here, you can move on your own. I've moved to triple shop on my own. It's not a problem, in and out. And it's just way more condensed. You can still vend everything that you could in this one, but minus one selection. As you can see, it'll still vend the Skittles, still vend the gumballs and the peanut M&Ms. And it's for a big difference in price. Now, what I want to go through, the analysis, because when you do the analysis, it really makes a big difference as to timelines and payoff schedules and everything. So we're going to go through this, all right? This is for the first machine, the bad deal. Costs 400 bucks. You have candy and gumballs. I simplified it, and I just averaged the cost to be 12 cents a vend. As you can see here, everything's a quarter. So every sale we make is going to be a quarter, and these are the costs for every single transaction. So 12 cents for the candy, 5 cents for the gumballs. Gumballs are the most profitable there is. So you can see a profit of 13 cents for candy and 20 cents for gumballs, an average of 17 cents per vend. If you go to the triple shop, it's the same thing, same profit per vend for each item because it's the same item, costs are the same, averages to 17 cents. If you go over here, what I did was I just divided the cost of the machine, 400, by the profit margin, which is 17 cents divided by 25 cents. So you'll see that you have to sell $588 worth of candy and gumballs in order to make your money back, to break even, and to reach ROI. So you need $588 in sales. Okay, for the triple shop machine that costs 100 bucks, we did the same thing, divided 100 by 17 cents divided by 25 cents, and you can see it's $147 in sales is what you need to break even. So as you can see, it takes 4 times the amount of sales because it's 4 times the price to reach break even. But what gets even more interesting is that when you break it down by the number of transactions, for the more expensive machine, you need 2,352 transactions. For the smaller, cheaper machine, it's 588 transactions. Now, this may not mean a lot if you're brand new because you have no idea what a location will do. But if we take what I have seen from my two locations, which is my worst location, the ice cream spot, where I actually do have a triple shop in there, and my sushi spot, where I have a rack machine that's a combination of toys and candy. And so obviously that's a better spot. So we're going to see better numbers with that one. But if we go ahead and take the ice cream spot and the number of transactions on average per month was just 96, and we go ahead and divide that by the break even transactions, you'll see it's going to take 24 months or 2 years to reach break even. If we go ahead and take the sushi location that averages 150 transactions per month, you can see it's going to take about 15 months or a year and 3 months to pay off this machine. If we go to the cheaper, smaller machine, you can see here that it's going to take 6 months based on the same 96 transactions per month, or it'll take 4 months if we base it off of the sushi place transactions. So as you can see, it can make a huge difference. If we take the worst scenario, you could be talking about a 6 month compared to a 24-month payoff, or a 4 month compared to almost a 16-month payoff. So it's a really big deal on the cost of the machine and how you get it, how big it is, what kind of items it vends, at what price, what prices is the machine set up at. And also, if you have, you're talking about investing $400 in one machine. If you had $400 to spend, you could go over to this guy and offer to buy 4 machines for him for $90 a piece. And he can give you a $10 discount per machine. If we come over here to the triple shot machine and we take the 96 a month average of transactions from the worst of my 2 locations and multiply that by 17, we can see that we profit about $15.80. If you divide that amongst 4 different locations, you can be looking at about $60 in profit each month. And that can happen quicker than 4 months, a little quicker than 4 months, if you're able to drop each machine down to $90. So that's just something to consider, because not only are you going to be spreading out 4 machines in 4 different locations, but if one location's bad, then maybe the other 3 can make up for it, as opposed to you kind of sinking your $400 budget into one location. And if you were to get it down to $80 or $90 a machine right here, this machine right here goes brand new on candymachines.com for like $160. So you're getting it at 50% or half off of the value of that machine. So it's a great way to start. I wouldn't recommend starting that way, because if you can go ahead and get a rack, a toy rack, not a candy machine rack, a toy rack that vends at 50 cents, 75 cents, $1, maybe it has a sticker machine on there or a 2-inch toy capsule machine, that would be way better than doing candy, in my opinion. But for those locations that don't have space for a rack, or they're not interested in a rack, or they only want a candy machine and this is all that can fit there, then this is probably the best way to go about it, is to try to get a machine like this at a very low cost. And even though you won't be making a lot, like I said, you'll be profiting $15 based on the transactions of my ice cream spot location, you can get your money back in 4 months. And if so, then you can start to build a little something. There's a lot of opportunities on OfferUp, Facebook Marketplace, all of these different places. So go ahead and look. And it's exciting to run the numbers on it. And these are my numbers, so that if you've never been in the business, you can base it off of someone else's kind of stats with their locations. So that's going to do it for this video. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll catch you next time.